Hello everyone!
Hi guys, how's it going? It's Sumaira and Najaf.
Yeah, and Najaf was really excited about this live session. So normally he would be lazing around on weekends, but today he was up at 7 and I was like, hey, why are you so chirpy early in the morning? And he was like, because we have our live today.
Of course, we had this big, event that we wanted to do, our first live video on our page. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna wait for people to join in, and till then, you can just mute that.
We're still figuring, this live thing out.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Fasi is here. Hello, Fasi. Welcome to the live session. I hope you're doing well. So we're just figuring things out. This is our first live video. So if anything technical, yes, you're the only one here. Don't worry, there are going to be people now. So if something goes wrong, just forgive us, and we're going to try to figure it out next time. But I hope you can hear us well. Fasi, just let us know if you cannot hear us, and we're going to do some adjustments then. And let me see if I can get this live session going, because...
Yes, all right. So Fasi is here. I will start sharing this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
okay. Yeah, looks like some people have joined us already. So there you go. I'm gonna share this too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, today we're gonna do our first. Okay, thank you Fasi. Today we're gonna do our first live video, and basically we're gonna be talking about us, the page, and we also have a small topic to discuss. So yeah, we're going to be talking about that too. And so what we're going to do right now is I'm just going to mute this. Sorry, I have my laptop and she also has her phone, so we're just trying to figure things out and see how we're doing. Faiza Feda is here. Oh, let me open this and see if we can see people's comments directly.
I should have worn my glasses.
Oh,
but I can read my comments from my phone.
Okay,
yeah,
sure.
All right.
Okay, so glad to see you guys together. I can hear you clearly. That's what the Fasi is saying. Faiza is saying, I'm here too. Hello, Sumaira. And Mahvish is here. She's saying hello. Hello, guys. Welcome to the live session. So I think we should start.
Of course. We have already technically started.
Yeah. We should discuss what we wanted to talk about. So it's Sumaira and Najaf, and what we are doing is we have a page, and we decided that we wanted to do some live sessions on this page, because before we were doing it on our profile, and what I figured out that on profile, those videos kind of get lost and people cannot really get there, so cannot find them when they want to. So what happens in the page is they're going to stay in one place, and people can have one place, one stop to take a look at all the things that's happening. So we did actually start this page. We started a YouTube channel, which we have not really announced yet. I just did, and we also have an Instagram account. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep all these videos on our YouTube channel too, and on our pictures, or we usually post pictures on the go, and that's on our Instagram, right?
One question that everybody wants to ask, I guess, and people have asked me, is like, why do the live sessions? Why go live?
Right. So basically the whole reason of going live instead of doing pre-recorded videos was that we will have more interaction with the people. Like, for example, if somebody is saying hello, how are you doing, we're gonna answer that. In the video, you just ask a question and we have to reply it in the comments. You can ask us directly. We can answer those questions. If you want to ask about our topic, you want to discuss something with the topic, we directly interact. We directly answer those questions.
Facebook Live is like a fun thing to do because you have the direct interaction with your audience, and you can get direct feedback as well. So if since I have had an experience of doing live TV show, it's very different than that, because in live TV show you don't get to interact with your audience, and plus there is a lot of direction coming in. The producer is always talking in your ear, giving you direction, say this, say that. But I think with live TV,
here you have a producer sitting with you directly right in front of you, and I'll be like, don't say that. Say this, say that.
Yeah, and with live thing, it's just kind of who you are, and it reflects the personality and all, and so you cannot really fake it.
Yeah, I mean, people can see what you do, what you think, what you are, and what you are about to say, right? Anyways, about us, Sumaira, let's start with you. Please, let's just tell people about us.
Okay, my profile?
Yeah.
All right.
So people would know who you are.
So everybody who's watching and who will be watching later, first of all, I'll start it formally. I'll say Assalamu alaikum, and I'm Sumaira Azim. I have been, I've been a preschool teacher. I started my career with being a preschool teacher. I love children, and I think children have a lot of potential. So if their base is set right, they can be the change makers of the future. So I love children. I still love children. Why did I say loved? I don't know why, but I love children, and I started as a preschool teacher. Then in the middle, I did some social. I joined some social activists and did some social work. Meanwhile, I went to America for a scholarship on a fellowship, and that was like a fun experience, because the more you travel, the more you learn, the more people you meet, your vision, it sort of broadens. And so that was something that I really, really enjoyed. When I came back to Pakistan, I went through depression. I went into depression because I thought, oh, things are so perfect abroad and things are not so perfect here, and why is it like this? And I started questioning. It happens for all those of you who have been abroad. You would have felt the slight depression when you come back to your own country. Maybe it's a cultural shock or whatever, I don't know. But then I started working with the SMEDA. I worked on a project for women entrepreneurship. And listen, where am I supposed to look at?
There.
Okay. There.
It's right. Finished. Right next to finish.
Half finished though. And then I started working on this project for women entrepreneurship. So we were basically encouraging women to be entrepreneurs in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. So it was a lovely experience. I worked under Nabila Farman, and we should bring Nabila Farman someday to our live session and interview her. That is going to be fun. And so I worked on women entrepreneurship, and during that time I got an opportunity to work with Pashto One TV. So I worked on Pashto One TV as host. I did some live shows for around about 3 years, 2.5, 3 years. And it was an amazing experience. I did not know how powerful TV can be, and how when you're an anchor, it is a lot of responsibility, because whatever you say, it impacts the people in some way or the other. And so it was a lot of pressure, but a lot of fun as well. And so I used to do this show called Ladies Lounge, and after that it they changed the name to Zamoon Lounge. And but I used to basically interview the prominent women of our region, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and I used to interview them and just show the world how powerful our women are.
Yeah. Good. So that was all about Sumaira, and we are looking at some people joining us. I think we have Afshin Yusuf. Hello, Afshin.
We have Nabila Afridi.
Yes, we have Nabila Afridi here.
I just mentioned you, Ma'am Nabila, that I worked with you in SMEDA, and it was a wonderful experience. I learned a lot from her. So if I am here today, she has a great input.
Right. Yeah. And we have Mia Muhammad Junaid here. He's my very good friend from school, college and then university. So, well, college he was a little far, but yes, university he was my roommate for a long time. And hello, Mia Muhammad Junaid, welcome to the session. We're just having our first introductory video from our page, Sumaira and Najaf, and we wanted to discuss just a little bit about ourselves, just give you an introduction. And so Sumaira already did her introduction. Now I'm gonna tell people about just a little bit about myself. Professionally, I'm a structural engineer, civil engineer, bachelor's, and then did my master's in structural engineering from US. And I have worked in the field as well as like on site, in construction site as a site engineer, and I've also taught, which was one of the best experiences there. So I taught as a lecturer in UET Peshawar. And I loved teaching to my students, and I have many students on my Facebook, so they are always requesting me to post live videos too, and it's such they do give me a big motivation to talk to them. One of the big reason for having these live videos was because I love teaching. So but at some point then I had to move on and go to the industry again as a structural engineer. But it always came back to me that I should go and have some interaction with my students. At some point I did make some videos too for my students on YouTube answering their questions, because I sent them a link and said, hey, click this link and go there and send me questions so that I can answer your questions. So that's what I did back then, probably a few months ago. But then I decided, well, why I do have Facebook. Facebook is so easy. People can interact with you directly. So why not use Facebook as a medium? And then that's what I decided, that we should do live videos. So I'm here and I'm interacting with you all along with my students. And it's not just for my students, for everybody. We'll be discussing not just students related matter, we're discussing many things.
When you said along with students, I thought you were going to say along with your wife, and there's when we tell them that we are a married couple and we got married in September 2017, huh?
Yeah, just 5 months ago.
Because I've seen somebody wrote on your profile, who is she? And
who is she?
Yeah, it offended me a lot. So yeah, I didn't feel good about that. So you need to tell people.
Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, of course, Sumaira is my wife. We've been married for 5 months now. It's been the best, awesome time ever. And yeah, we're together, we're growing together, and we are learning, and we're sharing these experiences with our friends too, and the things that we're learning, the things we learn about us, about society, about as individuals. We're going to be discussing all these things. So yeah, Muhammad Junaid is saying, hey Najaf and Bobby, I'm watching you live from Turkey. I've been following Najaf for all the videos he has been posting lately. I'll try to chip in with my feedback if I have any. Okay, thank you Junaid, thank you so much.
Yes,
Thanks
we'll be looking forward for your feedback. Any suggestions, any feedback, you're most welcome.
Yeah, definitely. So Junaid is watching us from Turkey. Many people are joining us from Pakistan. What did we want to talk about the topic now?
So in your last video, you did mention that like Najaf's sessions have always been circling around goals and targets and long-term goals and short-term goals and how to achieve that and all that. So I just suggested
I became like a coach, which I was not planning actually. I was just thinking to talk about just the issues, the things that I have experienced and I want to share with them.
My father did mention, he's like, Najaf is always talking about goals.
Yeah, why? And I didn't plan for that. So okay, we'll be diverting from that. So
we'll keep that in mind. Obviously, we both are researching and learning, and we will share our learnings with all of you definitely. So the short-term and long-term goals will always be there. But we also wanted to talk about a much social topic, and that is called. I want to do the action with it. The opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
People's opinion. How do we say that? How do you say that in Pashto?
Oh, dakhalak basawe.
Yes. Log kya kahenge, right?
And it reminds me of this song. It's I think picturized on Rajesh Khanna and Sharmila Tagore, and it's
An old
lyrics.
song.
I will not sing it, but the lyrics is like kuch to log kahenge, logo ka kaam hai kehna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So opinions. Yeah. What are opinions? Just discuss. Let's talk the topic officially. Let's discuss opinions. So we're talking about opinions. What are opinions? And apparently everybody has one, right?
Yes, everyone is entitled to their own sweet opinion,
Right.
and but what are they? You can leave in comments also what you think it is,
Yeah.
and should we tell them what's opinion?
Yeah. So opinion is basically your judgment, whether it's based on facts or not, right? It is your understanding of things, your personal viewpoint. Yes, thanks. So viewpoint, your personal viewpoint, which doesn't necessarily needs to be based on facts. It's based on your belief. It's based on your understanding and based on your experiences.
And
Right.
based on the knowledge that you have.
Right.
Yeah, so they're just viewpoints, they're just assumptions. An opinion is just a judgment that you make about a certain thing according to what are your learnings and experiences. Huh?
Right. So, and it's fine to have an opinion because you are an individual. You have the capacity to think about things. You have the capacity to understand things based on rationales, based on your belief, based on your emotions. You have certain viewpoint about things. So it's perfectly fine to have an opinion, right? So the problem with that is it's not only you then that has the opinion. Many other people, like everybody has an opinion.
It's not a problem, it's actually a good thing. Everybody has a different opinion, and that is how these great discussions takes place, because everyone has a different viewpoint to bring to the table, and that's how you can have nice healthy discussions, and you can understand not only from your point of view but how others think and perceive things.
Right. And see, people usually when they get on social media and they post something and then you get comments on it. Like for example, the other day we posted something about, what was it? It was Peshawar Zoo, right?
Yeah.
We posted something on Peshawar Zoo, and some people disagreed with us, and
Can I just dive into a little about that?
Yeah, sure, why not? Let's talk about it.
So I did come across this video where our this guy, he is taking a video in the zoo, and the people in the zoo who are the visitors are not very kind towards the animals, and they're like throwing stones and just mocking them. And then I sort of felt really upset. It was a mix of emotions. I was angry, I was upset, and I was very, very sad as well. And so in that sort of an emotional thing, I just I put up a status.
And a rant.
And the rant.
Yeah.
And then there were my friends who supported me, and then there were many other people who I did not know, did not support me, rather said unkind things to me.
Yeah, well, so see, that's there it is. That's the emotional side of it. So see, the thing is, everybody has their opinion, and when we post our opinion on social media, we should be open to everybody's to listen to what people are saying about the same topic. Right?
Yes, so because everybody has a different understanding and they have different experiences in life, and they go through a different learning process, so their viewpoint of a certain subject will differ.
Right.
So the thing is, we need to understand that we do not have to get offended by somebody's opinion, or वो क्या कहते opinion को थोपना, like put forward your opinion and impose it on others, that hey, I'm right. There's no right and wrong. Everybody has their own opinion, and we should agree to disagree.
Right.
Yeah.
So and why people's opinion should matter, right? We have like why people's opinion should not matter, or like why should it affect us or it should not affect us. Excuse me.
Okay. I thought you were going to say some of this. So this burps comes from what? The pancakes that I made for him.
Yeah, this morning. They were awesome. Yeah.
All right.
I loved them. So yeah, they were not heavy and they were light and fluffy and they were just awesome. Okay.
Yeah, I'll share the recipe in the next video. All right. So,
okay. So yeah, people's opinion. I mean, why should they shouldn't bother you. So we talked about it. We said that they have their own understanding, they have their own judgment, their belief. Well, see, this is the thing. If opinions basically are your viewpoint, which may not be based on facts, okay? Because it's your judgment, it's your attachment with something, it's your belief, it's your viewpoint.
See, and Junaid also adds, he said opinions come from personal experiences, failures, and also desires as well. So yes, when he says it comes from failures, it does come from, you have a certain opinion because you failed about, in a certain way,
yeah.
or you fear something,
yeah.
and so you have formed that opinion, and then but you don't fear that, and I fear that, and I say no, don't do that, but you would want to do it because it's different for you.
Right. So and why is it important to have your own opinion? Because you need to have your own identity. We had a discussion about identity, we had a discussion about how you should know yourself, right? So people will have their own identities. We are social animals, right? We're more like social media animals these days because people are only on social media and there's less social
I like the term social media animals.
Yeah, so we're social media animals mostly. But the thing is, like, we're interacting with people, and people are gonna have their own opinion, and people are gonna have their own, and it is the sign of a diverse society that people have their own opinions. This is good. This is good because people are gonna go towards those ideas and opinions which make sense, which are there, which are based on facts, which are based on experiences and judgments, and not in a negative way, but people are gonna see, and with the passage of time, people are going to know which opinions are correct, which ones are not, and then you can choose between. Like, what is... Yeah, go ahead.
I think all opinions matter, and there's no right or wrong way.
Yeah.
Like you said, some opinions can be correct and some are not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's the case. I mean, all opinions stay valid because they come from their personal experiences. Right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but since if it's not based on facts, it means that opinions are not true.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right? And so somebody's opinion of you should not matter much because that's not true, right?
As long as it's not bothering you physically. Like if you're imposing your opinion on
physically or emotionally.
Emotionally or physically, yeah. So you basically you can have your own opinion, but you're not entitled to impose it on someone. Right?
Yeah.
So that you can put a hurdle in his life or thoughts, or hurdle in whatever he's doing. You can only tell that person what is right, what is your opinion about it.
Don't say right, Kana.
What is your opinion about it?
Yeah, what's your opinion about it? So, opinions are welcomed, but, people can differ in their opinions, but that's all right. So you are not supposed to get offended by other person who disagrees. Mm-hmm. And also I've learned that when you put forward your opinion, it to be mentally prepared that there will be many who will agree with you, and there will be many who will disagree with you, and those who disagree with you are not bad, or are not wrong, or you are not supposed to be offended by them. And also you should be mentally prepared of people taking your opinion as a joke. I've seen that a lot.
And maybe personally too.
Yes,
they might want to attack you. They might want to say, "Hey, why are you saying that? Or why are you doing this?"
Samara chupka, tum la khabar
Yeah.
So people can take your opinion as a joke or totally diss it.
Mm-hmm.
So one should be very ready for that. But how not to let others' opinion affect you, and how to agree to disagree in a nice, respectable way is something that we need to learn.
Right. We should keep an open mind. We should get all the information from the other end. Like for example, someone is saying that, hey, I do not agree with you. So we should listen to him. You should not be saying, oh no, you are not agreeing with me. This cannot happen. That you know, I'm right. No, we should listen to the person. We should put my facts and his facts on the table and discuss it. Like, what is it? What is it that we're having a discussion about? What are the things?
Yeah. But I'm a little different. I'm not very patient with that. You know, if I put forward an opinion, I mean, I'm still learning. Insaan kya karu? So if I'm having a discussion and I have an opinion and I know that it is somewhat based on facts and it's socially right, and if somebody disagrees with that, I get angry and upset, and you know,
right. So see, here's the
what
thing.
do we do in that state?
Here's the thing. If like, ask yourself this question. It's very basic. Whatever opinion that you have, what will happen if it turns out to be incorrect in a way that you were not thinking in the right direction?
All right, that is one thing that I wanted to talk about, is that people evolve, everything changes. All right, people learn and people grow.
Yeah.
Likewise, opinions can also change, and you can grow out of a certain state of mind or a certain opinion, and then you can have another one. Right? So opinions can vary, can change as you learn, as you grow, as you have more experiences in life. So I think one should not be, this is the tall glass of hydration, you guys.
Yes. Yes, she is like, you know, you have to drink water. Okay. Thank you. Because my water intake is low. So guys, if you have a glass of water, just get some water.
Yes, keep yourself hydrated while we have the discussion. So yeah, so people evolve, people change, and so is the opinion. So, you know, if for example somebody is disagreeing with us, we should take it in a healthy way. Listen to that person. Agar meri tarah sabko gussa aa raha ho, to just leave that discussion there and then. Just say, I've heard your viewpoint and I will think about it and I will get back to you if you have to, or just brush it off, you know, because you know, agreeing to disagree doesn't mean that you are weak or your opinion is based on weak facts.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was saying, like, you know, think about this basic thing. What if you have to change your opinion? How would it make you feel? If it makes you feel sad, angry, disappointed in yourself, that means your opinion was based on your ego and you don't want to change it, right? You should be open to change your opinion if you think that what your point of view was not correct, was not the way you should have been thinking, right? So there is always time and room to grow. You should always be thinking about, you know, adopting the better aspects of life, the better way of thinking about something, right?
Yes. And also I just wanted to talk about is that whose opinions to take seriously. So, you know, we say that people's opinion don't matter, but, you know, there are certain people that we have to really care for what they think. For example, family and your parents, your siblings, your spouse. I think these are the people whose opinion should matter, and even if you disagree, you should not be very, you know, you should not be unkind with your words when you reach to a disagreement. Then in your workplace, maybe your bosses or your colleagues' opinion, they will matter, and even if you disagree, you need to take in consideration about how they feel about a certain thing. Or maybe in your locality, your neighbors, their opinion might, you know, count. But would you really care about an opinion of someone who you cross in the street or you randomly meet at a party?
Yeah.
I don't think so. So, you know, what we should learn is that take opinions of other people who do not really matter in your life lightly, light as a feather.
Yeah, don't let it bother you. Don't let it stop you from doing what you're doing. Don't let it stop you from doing what you think is right. Right? So, yeah, it's all about improving yourself. It's all about being yourself. And that's how you will be successful in your life. I shouldn't be talking about success and being a coach, but anyways, it came up like that. Anyways, we have some people that are watching. We have Asif Rahim, who's been saying, "Sir, if only people can understand you." Okay, he's just trying to praise me. The day we realize that the person sitting in front of us is not wrong, but just have a different opinion, most of our problem would be resolved.
That is very right, because you know the tension that we have among family, among siblings, among friends, you know, the little things that we fight over, it's just the difference of opinion, and we become all egoistic about it, and then relationships, beautiful relationships, break,
right,
which is not right.
And I think I'm gonna pin this comment. I liked it. What Asif
You've really learned the art of Facebook Live.
Yeah,
you're pinning comments.
Yes, doing like that. Junaid is saying, when we got off university, everyone wanted to have a job with a high salary. This is something from the past. Some wanted to be lecturer, some wanted to be NGO because they were getting a lot of salary. Anyways, however, this guy Najaf opted to be a contractor. And not following the path of everyone to earn money, but to have a real field experience. I feel he heard everyone's opinion and suggestions, but he chose his path. He concentrated on what will be the best for him in the long run. Yes, Junaid is correct. This is something from the past. You know, when I graduated from university, many of our friends, they went to the places where they were offering higher salaries, and I opted not to do that. I went to a place with low salary, but to gain more experience. Yeah, every experience matters in life. I mean, also that NGO experience, I'm not saying that was bad for the people who went there, but for me, what was important was to be to have a hands-on experience with, I would say, concrete experience, right?
Yeah.
Solid and concrete experience. Pun intended, because I'm a civil engineer. So I wanted to have a concrete and solid experience in the field, and you know, get some knowledge of what I actually am, or what I'm supposed to be. So that was my opinion, and I did what I had to do, and that's what made me what I am today. I am still, I'm learning. I'm not saying that, you know, I had all my experiences under, you know, and I got everything, I nailed everything, but you know, I'm learning. Every time you go and you learn stuff. Tell us, what is Nabila saying to us? Can you read? Oh.
Can you read, please?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not
you
wearing
didn't
my
get your
specs.
glasses. Okay, Najaf and Sumera, I'm really impressed with you both. Impressed with the chemistry you're sharing with each other. Thank you so much, Nabila, for your love and for your comment. I mean, it really matters. It means a lot that people, you all give us this positive energy. You know, it's your opinion and comments that matter. Yeah, and. We have Basim. Basim joined us. Basim, welcome to the session. How long have you been live? I think 15, 20, 30 minutes. So, yeah.
I think we should just wrap up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So all those, who have been with us on our live show, it has been great interacting with all of you. And since this was our first live together, this was actually a one man's production, this man. So he was setting up the mobile and getting the laptop and, you know, everything. So, very good job. And also, those who will be watching later, I mean, there will be a lot of people who will be coming later. You know, Najaf, don't kill me, but I forgot to share
this on your page.
This on my page, and share it with my friends.
Yeah,
so so we did have an audience interaction, so it's not bad.
Yeah. So this was the first video. Hopefully, if there was some glitches, some technical mistakes, we'll try to refine it. We'll try to make it better.
Yeah. So we were talking about the opinion. Do you want to just sum it up in 2 or 3 lines?
Yeah. So opinions are
and give your opinion about the.
No, I'm not going to give any opinions. But what I'm going to say is, it's good to have your opinion. It's good to have your opinion because that means you are a separate individual and you have your own understanding. But you should also treat others' opinion with respect. And
yes, I would like to just punch in a quote. It says that right to having an opinion does not mean that your opinion is right.
yeah, so that means that makes you humble, right? That kind of gives you this you are humble, that you're okay with thinking that your opinion might not be the correct one, or might, okay, I'm not gonna say like not the correct one, but it is your opinion. But you should
there
also,
can be other opinions coming from other people's perspective and experiences and viewpoint.
right, okay, so and we should always be open to listening to people's opinion and their ideas and their thoughts, right?
Yes.
And we should always have our facts checked.
Yes, and whenever you're giving in your opinion, always be considerate about the feelings of other people, as to be kind to put forward your opinion, and in case of disagreement, still be kind and respectful.
Yep, definitely. So whether it was your friends, your co-workers, your family members, always be respectful to them. Always listen to what they're saying. You cannot really like impose your opinion on someone, but you can talk about it. You can discuss things.
So that was a good summary, Najaf.
Yeah, thank you. Okay guys, thanks for joining us. This was our first video. Don't forget to like and share this video if you can. I mean, this would mean a lot, and that would mean that you have really liked our video. So don't forget to share it. Don't forget to bring in your friends and tell them about us. We'll be doing more live videos about us, about experiences.
So listen, does this make us the first couple from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa doing live shows like this?
Maybe.
We need to research on it, because if it is so, then I'd like to take that medal, that tamgha.
Is your tamgha?
Yeah, thank you. Medal.
Yes, that's your medal.
All right, great.
Okay. Alright guys, thanks for joining us, and we will make sure that we bring you more live videos. So don't forget to follow us on Instagram as well. We do have an Instagram.
And don't forget to stay hydrated.
Okay.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye guys.